Okay, dear students, in today's class, I am going to solve one problem on the conversion of single entry into double entry system. In the previous session, we discussed how to prepare total debtors account, total creditors account, bills receivable and bills payable accounts. Therefore, here I have taken one problem. In this problem, we have to prepare debtors account, creditors account, bills receivable account and bills payable account. Just you go through the problem. What is given here? Opening balance of debtors is given. Opening balance of creditors is given. Next one is closing balance of debtors and creditors also given. But here, see, when closing balance of debtors and creditors are given, it means they are asking us to calculate credit purchases and credit sales. In case if these closing balances are not given, they will give credit purchases and credit sales in the problem. Okay, fine. Here cash paid to creditors, cash received from debtors, bills receivable received, bills payables issued, discount allowed, discount earned, cash paid against bills, cash received against bills, bad debts, opening balance of bills receivable and bills payable are also given here. Okay, with the help of these what you call items, we have to prepare sundry debtors account and creditors account, bills receivable and bills payable account. Let us prepare first sundry debtors account and bills receivables account together. First, I will prepare sundry debtors account. Problem is very simple. Who are the debtors? Debtors are the persons who have purchased goods on credit. Now we will prepare bills receivable account also here. While preparing sundry debtors account and bills receivables account, first you have to keep in your mind that both are assets. Here sundry debtors and also bills receivables. Where do we show these items? On the asset side of the balance sheet. Therefore, you remember all the assets show debit balances and all the liabilities show credit balances, and in the similar way all the expenses show debit balance and all the incomes show credit balance. That you have to keep in your mind, then easily you can prepare these accounts. Here you see opening balance of debtors is given rupees 10,000. Where do you show the opening balance of debtors? Debtors is an item of asset, therefore it shows debit balance. On the debit side, we have to write to balance brought down. To balance brought down rupees how much? 10,000. What is the meaning of this? Here, this is the previous year's figure. The debtors had not paid rupees 10,000 to us in the previous year, therefore that was the closing balance. But now we have taken it as an opening balance in the sundry debtors account of the current year. Next one is here on the debit side. The next important what you call item which we show here entry is credit sales, but this credit sales is not given in the problem. It's not given. We have to find out credit sales. This is the balancing figure for us. We are going to find this one. Okay, just to go through the other what you call things. Here closing balance of debtors is given. This we have to take at the end. Next one is cash received from debtors is given rupees 1 lakh. That we have to enter on the credit side. By cash received. By cash received from debtors, how much amount they have paid during the year? Rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh we have already collected. Next one is in the form of cash. Next one is bills receivables received is also given in the problem rupees 20,000. In the form of bills, we have received rupees how much? 20,000. By bills receivables received, rupees how much? 20,000 bills receivables account. Next one is here discount allowed is given. Discount allowed by us to our debtors. That is why here rupees 1000 is a loss. Hence that is to be credited here by discount allowed what is the amount? Rupees 1000. That is also credited. Next one is bad debts is given, you see. Bad debts. What is the meaning of bad debts? The amount which is irrecovered from the debtors. It is a declared loss. Hence, this amount is to be shown on the credit side of debtors account because we are not going to collect this amount. Therefore, it is a loss by bad debts. What is the amount? Rupees 1500. See, these are only the entries in total debtors account or sundry debtors account. Now, we will balance the account. Here you see the total on the credit side of sundry debtors account. We need to enter one more entry, that is the closing balance of debtors, right? Because here closing balance is given. Because of that reason we are going to calculate what? Credit sales. Either credit sales won't be given or closing balance won't be given. If closing balance is given, then we have to calculate credit sales. If credit sales is given, then we have to find out closing balance of debtors. But in this problem, closing balance of debtors is given rupees 50,000, that we have to enter at the end by balance carried on. What is the amount? Rupees 50,000. See, these are the entries now. Okay, now we have to make the total of this 1,50,000, 1,70,000, 1,72,500 is the total on the credit side. 1,72,500. Here also we write 1,72,500, and whatever the balancing figure comes, that represents credit sales. How much it comes? 1,62,500. This is the credit sales. Now we have to prepare bills receivable account. Here opening balance of bills receivables is also given in the problem. Just to check here, opening balance of bills receivables, it is an item of asset, hence it shows debit balance. On the debit side we have to write to balance brought down, rupees how much? 2,500. These are the bills of the previous year. Previous year we collected the bills, but out of that rupees 2,500 bills were not paid by our debtors. That is why here bills receivables, closing bills receivables of the previous year are to be taken as the opening bills receivables during the current year. That is why here we have to write 2,500 opening balance. Next one is during the current year, whatever the bills are received. See, here we have shown in the debtors account. This entry is also recorded here. Here we have to write the name of the opposite account to sundry debtors account. Sundry debtors account. What is the amount? Rupees 20,000. Rupees 20,000. Now, here one more entry is given. Just you see, cash received against bills or cash received from debtors. Rupees how much? Rupees 16,000. Rupees 16,000 is collected from debtors after presenting the bills for payment. Just you see here total 22,500 worth bills were there with us. Then we sent some bills on the due date, and the debtors they paid the amount of rupees 16,000 during the current year. Therefore, whenever cash is collected against the bills, we have to write on the credit side by cash received against bills. What is the amount? Rupees 16,000. Now this account is to be balanced. See, total bills were there worth rupees 22,500. During the current year, we collected rupees 16,000 and remaining should be shown as closing balance of bills receivables. This is the balancing figure which we found out. Here, what is the total here? Balance 6,500. 6,500. 6,500 is nothing but the closing balance of bills receivables, and rupees 1,62,500 is the credit sales. In order to find out these two figures, we prepared sundry debtors account and bills receivables account. In the similar way, we can also prepare sundry creditors account and bills payable account. Let us see how to prepare sundry creditors and bills payables account. Try to understand the effect of each and every entry, and remember where these entries are to be recorded, that is whether on the debit side or credit side. That is very important. Now we will prepare sundry creditors account. Sundry creditors account. Here I am going to prepare this account along with bills payable account. Bills payables account. Write amount in rupees, particulars amount in rupees, particulars amount in rupees, and debit and credit. Now let us see here the items which are given here pertaining to these accounts. Opening balance of creditors is given rupees 5,000. Where to show this one? Here creditors is an item of liability. That is why all the liabilities show credit balance. That is why here I am going to write by balance brought down. What is the amount? Rupees 5,000. What is this? This is the previous year's figure. Closing balance of creditors of the previous year we are taking here as opening balance rupees 5,000. Next one is, see, in creditors account on the credit side, the important what you call the entry is credit purchases. Credit purchases, as I told you, here credit purchases are not given in the problem. Therefore, here this is the missing figure here. We have to find out the credit purchases. If credit purchases are not given, here closing balance of creditors will be given. Here just you see closing balance of creditors is given in the problem. Okay, fine. Now we have to write the items which appear on the debit side of a sundry creditors account. Here cash paid to creditors is given rupees 80,000. That we have to enter here. To cash paid to creditors. What is the amount here? Rupees cash paid to creditors rupees 80,000. Rupees 80,000. Next one is bills payables issued. We have accepted the bills and sent to the creditors. Therefore, the total bills payable here rupees 15,000 is given. That we have to show here on the debit side of sundry creditors accounts. Bills payables issued rupees 15,000. It means here in the form of cash we have paid rupees 80,000 and in the form of bills rupees 15,000. Next one is discount earned is given. You see here discount earned rupees 2,000. What is this discount earned? Here this is the amount which need not be given or paid by us to our creditors. This is the income for us. That is why here this amount has to be shown on the debit side. To discount earned, rupees how much? Rupees 2,000. Rupees 2,000. Next one is, what else? Closing balance of creditors is given, that we have to show here. To balance carried on, creditors closing balance rupees 30,000 given. Then nothing else. These are the entries here in the sundry creditors accounts. We have to make the total on the debit side first. Here 95, 97, 1 lakh 27,000. 1 lakh 27,000. Balance the account 1 lakh 27,000, and balancing figure represents what? Credit purchases. What is the total here? Here 1 lakh 22,000 is nothing but the credit purchases made during the year. This is the way how we have to prepare sundry creditors account. Next one is, let us prepare bills payables account. See, opening balance of bills payables is given in the problem. Rupees how much? 1,500. Where to show this one? On the credit side. By balance brought down. What is the amount? Rupees 1,500. See, after this, if opening balance is given, you enter it. In case if it is not given, leave it. Next one is bills payables issued during the current year. We have taken it in the creditors account. That is why better to prepare sundry creditors and bills payables account together, and bills receivables and sundry debtors together. Here entry is there pertaining to the bills payables account, that I am going to write here the name of opposite account, sundry creditors account. Here this is with regard to the bills payables. Rupees how much? Rupees 15,000. Total bills payables how much? Rupees 16,500. Now cash paid against bills is given in the problem. How much amount has already been paid by us? Here rupees 10,000. Whenever cash is paid, we write on the debit side cash paid against bills. What is the amount? Rupees 10,000. Just you see, here out of 16,500 bills, we have paid rupees 10,000 during the current year, and the remaining balance is to be taken as the closing balance of bills payables. Just close the account. Here 16,500. Here also you write rupees 16,500, and remaining balance or the balancing figure is 6,500. This is nothing but to balance carried on. This is nothing but the closing balance of bills payables. See, this is the way how we have to prepare total debtors account, total creditors account. Next one is bills receivable and bills payable accounts. I hope you understood the concept and try to remember the effect of each and every entry and where we have to record, whether the entries are recorded on the debit side or credit side. If you remember this one, easily you can prepare these accounts. If any doubt is there, you can send the message and pass this video even to your friends so that they can also get the benefit of this. Okay, bye.